Section 6, question 3. Solve algebraically the equation sin 2x equals 2 cos squared x between 0 and 2 pi, but not including 2 pi. This is a calculated equation. So for sin 2x, I've only got one option for the double angle formula, which is 2 sin x cos x. I'm going to bring that across, and that will be minus 2 cos squared x next to that, and that's equal to 0. There's then a highest common factor of cos x, so it's cos x bracket 2 sin x minus cos x minus 2 cos x rather, and that's equal to 0. So line down the page, and I've got two trig equations. The first one is cos x is equal to 0, and the second one is 2 sin x minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. So I'm going to tackle the one on the left first of all. So get my cast diagram down, and I'm going to be in the cosine quadrant. So with the cosine curve, cos x is equal to 0, and that's at pi over 2. So that's in the all quadrant. For the cosine quadrant, it's going to be 2 pi take away pi over 2. So think 2 pizzas take away half a pizza. That'll leave you with 3 halves of a pizza, so that's 3 pi over 2. And that's the solutions for cos x equals 0. I'm now going to look at 2 sin x minus 2 cos x is equal to 0. So this one just looks a wee bit different, but what I can do is bring that minus 2 cos x across and have it now as 2 sin x equals 2 cos x. I then think about my trig identities, and I can divide both sides by cos x. Sin over cos is tan, so that's 2 tan x. Anything divided by itself is 1, so they two cancel out, and that will just give me 2 tan x equal to 2. That cancels down then. Tan x is equal to 2 over 2, which is 1. Again, get my cast diagram up, and this time I'm in the tan quadrants. So x equals tan inverse 1, which is 45 degrees, but it's radians. So that's pi over 4, and that's in the all quadrant. In the tan quadrant, that's going to be pi plus pi over 4. So a pizza plus quarter of a pizza will give me 5 quarters. And that is the final answer, pi over 4, 5 pi over 4. And from up here, it was pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. Section 6, question 4. Part A, solve the equation sin 2x minus cos x is equal to 0 between 0 and 180 degrees. It's a non-calculated equation, so my double angle for sin 2x, remember, is 2 sin x cos x. So 2 sin x cos x minus cos x is equal to 0. We'll look at part B in a wee second. So the common factor there is cos x. So cos x bracket 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. I've now got two trig equations, so line down the middle of the page, and that will be cos x equals 0 and 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. X equals cos inverse 0. So cast diagram up, and I'm in the all in cosine quadrant. So we're in degrees, and that's 90 degrees, and the cosine quadrant is 360 take away 90, and that's 270. Second equation was 2 sin x minus 1 is equal to 0. So it's 2 sin x equals 1, and sin x equals 1/2. So cast diagram down, and I'm in the sine quadrant. So x equals sin inverse 1/2, and that's 30 degrees in the sine quadrant, and 180 take away 30, 150 in the sine quadrant. So my four solutions are 30, 150, 90, 270. I'm now going to look at part B. Part B says the diagram shows parts of two trigonometric graphs, sin 2x and cos x. Use your solutions in A to write down the coordinates of the point. So that would be 2 sine x equals cos x, y equals to y, and we bring that across, it would be sine 2x minus cos x equals 0. So we can pick up the solutions that we've got. So we know that the four solutions are 0, 90, 0, 30, 90, 150. So we can clearly see that the first solution comes from here, second one from here, and the third one. In fact, that's a mistake. The four solutions were 30, 90, 150 and 270. So that's the first point of contact, second, third and fourth. If we look at the diagram, find the coordinates of P. Well, P we can clearly see as the first, second, the third point of contact. So the third point of contact occurs when x equals 150. So to get the y coordinate, I just sub back into one of the equations for y. So the easiest one there is cos x, so it's going to be cos 150. Cos 150, so I need to find the exact value for that. So 150 degrees lies in the sine quadrant, so that means cos is negative. The acute angle is 30 degrees. Cos 30 is root 3 over 2, so that's minus root 3 over 2. So P has got an x coordinate of 150 and a y coordinate of minus root 3 over 2, and that's the final answer to the question.